that. Oh, and I can hide behind you.
And now that's not going to be very easy.
I get it.
Okay.
Jason,
Here's your stool.
Here's Jason's chair.
That one's Jason's.
Ah,
Just for
Jason's chair.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Jason, let's go over here.
All right.
Hey!
He's on television. Did you see Jason on television?
Hey!
You ready, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead. Okay, I started this the other day, and Mother said nobody'd be interested, so I went ahead and read it to the few that was here, and Cindy said that y'all would probably want to hear it. And it's a little story called Buddy and Pansy. Way back in 1931, Buddy was courting a girl named Pete Nichols, and he'd gone to pick her up at a friend's house where she'd spent the night. But as fate would have it, he spied another girl walking down the road. Would you believe Pansy? She and her sister Lillian and an aunt named Blanche were walking to her grandma and grandpa's Ballards. He was so taken with her that he didn't soon forget her. But it wasn't until New Year's Day Eve that he met her, January 1st, 1932. It seems that he went to a party that the Russells were giving to celebrate the new year. Pansy was standing at the Victrola getting ready to play the next record. Buddy walked over to her, and his first words to her were, "Are you making the music tonight?" How's that for openers? Buddy got everyone to dancing.
Well.
Buddy got everyone to dancing, and everybody had a great time. But a decision had been made by Buddy. That night he got home and he danced his sister Levada around the kitchen and told her that he had met the girl that he would marry. I guess the entertainment was limited in Van Alstyne, then as it is now. Their social activities consisted of walking down to the oil derrick and watching it pump, and an occasional swear dance. On September 22nd, 1932, Buddy, Pansy, Raymond, and Clara Shaw made a trip to Durant, Oklahoma, and turned Buddy's dreams into a reality. Pansy lacked 3 weeks to be 17. The county clerk must have had an idea that she wasn't quite of age. He looked at Buddy and he said, "I'd lie to get her too." It took all day to make the trip in that 1925 Model T Ford, but it was worth it. That first Christmas was certainly a lean one. Buddy made a trip with his father-in-law, Jim Russell, and Judge, Jim's brother, to town. When they returned, Buddy took out his pocket knife and whittled out some small toys for the small children in the family. There was no money, but when the gifts were passed out from under the tree, there was a gift for him from Pansy. A plain white shaving soap mug in a bush. Well, it couldn't have been better if it had been 14 karat gold. On September 4th, 1934, something happened that turned Buddy and Pansy and gave them a wonderful new role. That of being mother and dad. A son was born to them, Alton Wayne Edwards. Dr. Moore came out to their house and delivered him about noon that day. Alton was quite an attraction, and for 5 years, he had the spotlight all to himself. He was taking the ball games and square dances where everybody made over him. He was quite a little man. Then on October 1st, 1939, another member of that little family made an appearance. Another son, James Harold Edwards, was born. It was especially cold that October 1st. Where is he? There you go. It was especially cold that October 1st, and Dad had to take cover out to Dr. Moore's driver who'd stayed in the car. The household was made extra happy to have 2 fine boys in it. There were nights that Mom and Dad took turns thumping back and forth in a straight chair to relieve Harold's colic. Still in all, those were happy days. One of those early Christmases, Mom says that the Christmas tree was a dead limb. But after a few decorations were placed on that limb, Alton and Harold had what seemed to them the most beautiful tree in the world. Mom and Dad always had it. It should have been a peach tree limb. They could use it to switch them. Mom and Dad always had a way of making our Christmases happy and exciting. The packages were wrapped with bright bows and ribbons and filled with surprises. except for the time Alton was told not to shake his package. He didn't, but he did smell of it and promptly said, boots. In the 10th year of their marriage, on November 1st, 1942, another child entered their life, this time a daughter, Jenny Mae Edwards. Dr. Cantrell, a new associate of Dr. Moore's, came to the house to make the delivery this time, and Mother discouraged me and I quit. But I'm going to continue on, and we'll mention the birth of all you little kids. It seems
Little
like,
kids.
Yeah. It seems like there for, after 3 or 4 years, we had wall-to-wall crawlers and toddlers and a continuing, and what a blessing all of you have been to us.
That's very good, Jenny.
Yippers and yappers.
Yeah, I thought I was doing so well, she kept saying nobody will be interested, so I quit.
I think you
Boy,
should
well
be.
done.
It's a true story, though.